Hey race fans, happy Monday. It was the finale of the Pro Invitational Series at North Wilkesboro, and Denny Hamlin bookends the Pro Invitational Series with wins. So he's going to join us to talk about that. Hey guys, I'm Alex Weaver joining you as always from my living room here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Send in those questions for Denny. Hopefully we can try and answer a couple of those. Let's see if I can get the driver of the number 11 on here. All right. Denny, when you join, if you just want to request, that may be the easiest way to do it. Drop in here where you guys are watching from. I'd love to say hello. But the light at the end of the tunnel is here, May 17th, this Sunday. We're going racing at Darlington, so we're going to talk to Denny about that, getting the 11 team ready to go back racing. It's pretty much been an off season for all of these teams, so gonna be a little nuts. All right, Denny. Guys, send in those questions at the bottom. I'll try to get Denny to answer some of those if we have some time. All right, he's connecting. Hello, how are you?
Doing good.
Good. It looks a little different. The last time we saw you on your back porch, you looked like you were getting a haircut.
Oh, come on. That's not that was just the collar of my shirt.
Yeah, I'm not giving you a hard time. Okay, well, fitting that you've been such an iRacing advocate and proponent for these, last 10, 12, however many years you've been doing it, but you bookend the Pro Invitational Series with a win. You get a win in the first race, a win in the last race, and we're done. How was it?
It was fun. I enjoyed it. Hopefully the people that tuned in enjoyed it. Is there too much wind in my sound?
You're good. Just keep talking.
Okay. It was good. I really did enjoy it. I hope the people that watched enjoyed it. It was fun for us. I mean, it was competitive. Trust me, there was tempers, not people mad, but people definitely perturbed at times at others. And so it was a lot of fun and a way for us to kind of stay connected with the racing community and hopefully put on some good racing.
Yeah, imagine that you NASCAR drivers are irritated at each other.
Yeah, right.
We saw Taylor with the remotes. Obviously, that wasn't an issue for North Wilkesboro, but isn't it so cool? I know you being at home with your two daughters and them getting to experience this with you right there alongside the way. But Taylor turning off the TV was really funny.
Yeah, I mean, people kind of wonder, like, how in the world, first of all, what's the guy doing rolling film when she comes in the room? Like, it seems staged, but I can set the stage for you. Earlier that day, I was making breakfast for the kids, and she had found a remote in one of the drawers in the kitchen. And it was just a generic remote. I didn't know if I don't even know if it's got batteries in it. Probably not. If they do, they're probably dead. And so she was playing a game with everyone where she pointed the remote at you, and she hit the pause button. You had to stop, whatever you're doing. You had to, freeze. If she hit the mute button and you were talking, you had to stop talking. And so, she would walk around to everyone and point this remote at them and hit these different buttons. And if she hit the power button, you had to disappear. So she was carrying around this remote all day, and nothing was turning on and off. And so, I mean, what am I to think about, what the consequences of it would be? But obviously she ran in there, and the guy that helps me with my social stuff says, listen, whenever she comes in the room, I just turn the camera on because you just never know with her what will happen. So oddly enough, for a few minutes, she was trying to get my attention to, go ride the go-karts downstairs. And I was right in the middle of a green flag pit stop. So I was trying to shoo her away, saying hold on, just give me a second. I'll be done with this pit stop shortly and I'll get back with you. And she did not have the patience to wait on me. And so she came over to me and, did the, hit the power button to make me disappear, and it shut my monitors off. So you hear in the video, not too long later, when I'm panicked about what's going on, you hear her saying I think it's the remote. So, yeah. She knew
I
she
think my
messed up.
favorite moment of this whole series was her walking away, because you kind of could tell that this might have been my fault, and she's like, uh-oh. And it's a beeline for walking away.
Yeah. I think it's when she heard, when I said, did someone hit the remote or something, she knew that she was guilty at that point.
I'm a big fan of Taylor, so I'm on Team Taylor always. I also want to talk to you about getting ready for Darlington. because the date is set May 17th. This Sunday, NASCAR's back. So as far as the 11 team, how ready are you guys?
I mean, as ready as we can be. I mean, we've got the cars ready. Just working through all the personnel stuff, trying to figure out um, who goes to the racetrack, who stays at the shop, and figuring out personnel, figuring out protocol for me, when I need to be there, where I need to be at all times. Just going to be going through all that protocol this week, trying to figure out, making sure I get it right. I'm sure after this first race, things will be a lot easier for us, and it should go quite a bit smoother. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, real racing back in less than a week. I'm sure everyone's excited about it.
It really is the name of the game is how fast you unload off of the truck. So what's communication been like right now with you and Gabe Hart and your crew? Because you guys really haven't been in the shop and haven't been able to see each other and get inside of a race car to really see what that equipment's like.
Yeah, no doubt. And, really there's not been, any development during this time. There hasn't been an advantage by any race team being able to take advantage of the time off because everyone's just been shut down. So, you kind of got what you got. I think it's going to be an engineer and crew chief race at the beginning, and then drivers are going to give the correct information to make their cars better. And someone's liable to hit it, right? Someone's liable to unload and be like really good right off the bat. And if they're starting up front, it could be ugly early. But I can tell you that these drivers and these teams figure things out pretty quickly, and we're going to have a really competitive race by the end.
You have a strong history at Darlington, and we're used to being there later on in the season. What is Darlington going to be like in May?
Different. So I got to race Darlington, the Southern 500 back in the day, aging myself here, back in the day when we used to run it during the day. And it was a tough, grueling race. And so I want to tell people, like, 400 miles of Darlington is nothing to sneeze at. It is still going to be a very long race. By distance, I think the Southern 500 is actually longer than the Coke 600 in time. So this is definitely going to be a tough race, especially during the day. It looks like the weather's going to be in the 80s. So, I'm sure there'll be humidity down there like there always is. That's in your home stomping grounds there. So you know what it's like. And man, it's going to be a challenge to be the first one back there.
Yeah, you better get ready for some humidity, some mosquitoes, swatting the
Yeah.
match down there in South Carolina. I saw you on Instagram Live as well off of NASCAR's teamed up with the PGA and Bubba Watson. So I have to ask, you talking to Masters winner, one of the golf pros and the greatest in the game.
Mm-hmm.
How's your golf game been since quarantines? Gave you some time to practice.
Well, it gave me time to practice, but I didn't spend any time practicing. I spent some time playing, but I realized yesterday I got out there and played a little bit yesterday afternoon, and I'm like, gosh, I should have spent time getting better at golf. I have so much going on with the homeschooling and responsibilities that I'm putting on myself here at the house that I just haven't had, honestly, time to just do it. And I've spent time with iRacing practicing, so I'm glad that we're going to see some normalcy in real racing this week. And this is a work week for me, so each day I'm going to do a little bit of work preparing for Darlington on Sunday.
Well, I have to ask you, since you've been 2 wins in the Pro Invitational Series, is there anything you want to say for fans who have tuned in to the whole entire series? Because it's been a heck of a show on Fox.
Yeah, it's been great. And I mean, it's been great to get back to the fans that, we didn't want our fans to go without seeing racing. And that was, iRacing gives us the perfect platform to be able to do that. And I mean, I'm watching the replay yesterday. I'm like, it's hard to believe this is not real. It looks so good on TV, and really the rigs in which we drive in, using the gas and the steering wheel and the brake and everything, like the inputs are the same. The things that make you good in real life are the same things that make you good on iRacing. So there's no advantage to any equipment. Everyone's the exact same. It's all about the driver and their technique at that particular racetrack that makes them good. So there's always a little more appreciation knowing that you beat 35 other guys that have the exact same stuff.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Go get ready for Darlington because we're going back racing in a couple of days. Not that much time left.
No, we're ready to go though.
All right. Thanks, Denny. See you soon.
Thank you.